Hey witches, welcome back to the channel. It's the Wyld Wytch here. I hope that you are all doing amazing. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Okay, so I thought for this video, for this week, I would share a recipe with you guys. So today we're going to make aromatherapy rice packs. Now you can use these in the microwave for heat, or you can put them in the freezer to do like a cold pack. They are absolutely amazing. They are so easy to make. They don't cost hardly anything at all, and more than likely you already have ingredients at home that you can use to make these aromatherapy rice packs. So today we're going to make aches and pain with a little relaxation, but depending on your blend that you use, you can do anything under the sun. It's going to be up to you. Like if you want to do it for sleep, for cold and flu season, meditation, astral travel, like whatever it is that you want to use it for, you can use, your herbs. So you're going to need rice, herbs, and I'm using essential oils. That is optional if you want to use essential oils or not, but y'all know how I love my essential oils. So you're going to need that, and then you're going to need something to put your blend in. So I've got some things over here I'm going to show you. Okay, so I've got this little bag that I made. You can put your blend in something like this. This is a good size, especially like for chest. So if you're congested, this is a good size. You can lay on your chest. You can use a cheesecloth bag. This is just a little drawstring cheesecloth bag I made. You can use a Velcro bag. This is perfect for little kids. I like to use about this size, and it's Velcro, and this just makes it easy to change out your herbs or add more essential oils. So that's really great. You can use like this size bag is good for your head or like on your eyes. So like your sinus, if you got like a sinus headache, this size is good. And like I said, it's also great for meditation and your neck, your shoulders. Like this is a really good size. Or if you're wanting a bigger size, more like a heating pad, then you can use something, like this. But my absolute favorite is a tube sock. So more than likely you have a sock at home that you can use if you don't want to sew anything or you don't have any like pre-made bags made or you don't want to purchase one. You can just use a sock. So you can do, like I said, just a plain tube sock like this, or you can do like a pretty sock, especially if you're going to give this as a gift, because these do make perfect gifts. And this is probably the one I'm gonna do for this recipe. Or you can do, this is another really pretty sock. This is actually a boot sock, and it's got these cute little buttons on the side, and so you could fold it down to make this little cuff, and you could sew the top or put Velcro or do like a drawstring, however you want to do it. You can also just use a ponytail holder, and then you could tie a ribbon around the top. It's just up to you, how you want to do it. If I'm doing it as a gift, I would go with like a pretty sock and do maybe a Velcro top, so they could add more essential herbs or change the blend, up, or like put a bow at the top, or use a bag. So this blend that we're going to make is aches and pains with relaxation, but again, you can do any kind that you want. So the herbs that we're going to use is peppermint, rosemary, chamomile, and lavender. So for this size sock, which is like a tube sock, I think this comes up to I think this comes up to my knee, like the bottom of my knee. So anyway, for this size, I'm going to do about 6 cups of rice. So the amount of rice is going to depend on, the size. So again, this 6 cups, and then you can do how much ever herbs that you want. Mine will equal about a cup. So we're going to do some peppermint, and I'm just going to sprinkle it in here. Let me set those down. All right, we're going to do some rosemary. I am so sore today. My son and I played, he told me that I would get in trouble if I say the word by the company. So NERF, we played that, and swords all day yesterday. And then when my husband got through with work, we played with swords all night, and I'm so sore. And I have a rice sock, but I don't have this particular blend. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so now we're going to add some chamomile. And we're going to add some lavender. Alright, and then I'm just going to stir this up a little bit before I add my essential oils. Now, if you want to make a blend for like cold and flu, because it's cold and flu season, you can do eucalyptus, peppermint, thyme, rosemary, and lemon. That's a really good blend. If you want to do one for sleep, you could do lavender, chamomile, hops, let's see, lemon balm, sweet marjoram, rose, passion flower. If you want to do, if you want to do your sleep blend, and then if you want it for like lucid dreaming or astral travel, you could add some wormwood or mugwort, some Mexican dream herb or African dream root, sun opener. Those are all really good. Or one of my favorite meditation blends is Palo Santos fruit, sandalwood, frankincense, cedarwood, patchouli, lavender, and mugwort. And then like a uplifting blend that's good, like for happiness. It just, it's like it's common, but it's very uplifting. So I guess if you're having like some stress, a blend that I like to use is bergamot, blood orange. I like to use lemon and lime, grapefruit, and rosemary. Okay, so I've got this blended up. Now I'm going to do the essential oils, and I'm going to put them in my little measuring cup first so I can blend it together. Alright, so I'm using basil, and I'm going to use about 3 drops. And you can do, like, if you're doing an essential oil blend, you can do about 20 drops of essential oil. If I know I'm using clary sage, I'm going to do 6 drops. And I'm using ginger. I'm going to do 2 because I want this to be warming. Alright, I'm going to use some clove, and I'm doing 2 drops. Cinnamon. I'm doing 2 drops of cinnamon. doing black pepper, and I'm going to do 1 drop of black pepper. Or 2 drops because 2 came out. Oh, you know, a good thing for babies, I did this with my son when he was a little bitty baby. Because I've been making these for like, I don't know, 15 years or so. But anyway, when my son was a baby, I would make this, but I would do, you know, lavender and chamomile herbs, and I would put it in a toe sock and feel the toes, so it was like fingers, and then I would place it on his back. I would warm it, you know, just like a tiny bit, and then place it on his back, and he would fall asleep so fast. So if you have grandbabies or you have little babies, toddlers, you know, that's a great one to use lavender chamomile with the rice, and use a toe sock and fill the toes up, because then it's like a hand, you know, so it feels like a mother's or father's hand on their back. Okay, next I'm using cedar wood. I'm going to do 4. Alright, and now I'm going to use chamomile, because I just love chamomile. And I'm going to do 3 drops of chamomile. Alright, now this blend that I have right here, it's amethyst blend. So it has lavender, what all is in this? Let's see, and it's got lavender, lemon. Oh my, I can't remember what all is in this blend. I'd have to look it up. But it's just essential oils. It's essential oil blend, and it's full of amethyst, so it's my amethyst oil. So I'm going to put 6 drops of it. And if you don't have amethyst oil, that is perfectly fine. The last step that we're going to do is good. So if you don't have an amethyst oil blend, that's fine. Oh, this is lavender, frankincense, and lemon. That's what it is. Okay. So I'm just swirling these around to get them blended together. It smells good. Alright. Now I'm just using my pipette, and I'm gonna just sprinkle it in. That's it. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then once you get all of your essential oils in here, you can blend it up. I know I should have got a spoon, but it's alright. I'm going to blend it up, and then you want to let this sit for 24 hours. Now, if you're, I don't know, let's say that you are coming down with a cold and you want to make this blend because you feel like shit, then go ahead and use it. You don't have to let it sit for 24 hours. I just think that it blends in with the herbs and the rice better. If you do, you know, allow it to sit for 24 hours. But if you don't have the time, that's okay. So we're going to let this sit for 24 hours. And then we'll fill our sock up. Now, I already have one made, so I will show you what that looks like in just a second. Okay, well, hold on. I've seen a little bit. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so before I show you the other sock, I'm going to go ahead and put some crystals in it. So this is why I was saying if you don't have an amethyst oil, that's perfectly fine. So I've already got my crystals programmed and ready to go. So I'm putting a clear quartz in the middle. And then I've got these amethyst points. And I'm just going to put it around this clear quartz. And we're going to let this charge up for, 24 hours while we're letting our herbs and essential oils infuse in with this rice. Okay, so that's what this looks like. And like I said, we're just going to let it infuse. I'm going to place it on my altar and let it infuse. Okay, now this is one that I've already made. So, and you can see I just tied it with the ponytail holder. That's it. And it's really cute if you take your ribbon. I use this ribbon for something else. Look, I put Velcro on the ends. But anyway, if you take your ribbon and make a bow over your ponytail holder, it's really cute. And it's so easy. Like, there was no sewing or anything required for this. So this is, you want your rice to be able to move around a little bit, so don't fill it completely full. Like I said, I use 6 cups, and that way the rice can move a little bit. Now you place it in the microwave, and I heat mine in increments of, well, first I start off and heat it for 1 minute, and then you can heat it, feel of it, and see if it feels warm enough. And if it's not, then I would suggest heating it in 30-second increments until you get the desired temperature that you want. So the temperature that I use, mine is 1 minute and 45 seconds, and it's hot. And then it stays warm for about 30 minutes. But that's the temperature that I like. Now you can also freeze it for a cold pack, and I freeze mine for an hour, but you can do it for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Just, you could start off with 30 minutes and feel of it and see if it's cold enough, and if it's not, go up to an hour and then check every 30 minutes. Now, if you don't have a microwave, or say that you go camping, because these are perfect to take camping with you, wrap it in tinfoil, and you can put it in the oven, or like if you're camping, you can wrap it up real good in tinfoil and place it on the fire. But it won't take long at all to do it that way. And then you just use it whenever you need it. And then whenever you can't smell it, you can add more essential herbs, or you can dump it out and start over, add more herbs, however it is that you want to do it. Now, I don't put crystals inside of it because, you're heating it and putting it in the freezer. That's why I charge it up first, and I do a crystal oil. And you can make these crystal oils. They're so easy to make, and you can do all kinds. Just make sure your crystals can be in essential oils. So yeah, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and maybe you've got some witches in your life that you want to make these as gifts. Like I said, they do make the perfect gift. I think the first time I ever made these was about 15 years ago. 16 years ago. And I made it for gifts. I made one for every single person that I worked with. So I made a shit ton of these. But anyway, like I said, they make the absolute perfect gift. But if you have any questions, or you want any suggestions on some blends, make sure to comment down below and let me know. If you do make this and give as a gift to some of your favorite witches or your friends and family, comment down below and let me know. Until next time, I hope that you fly high, witches. Peace, homies!